Welcome back, everybody. This is a great day because I'm out with my camera out by a river. One of my favorite areas, Boardman River Natural Area, of course, or whatever it's called. Somewhere around the Boardman River. One of my favorite spots. I have like 30 videos here, it seems like. Anyway, back to my Panasonic Lumix FZ50 for the second, not this. It's cool that I'm doing this, but this is the second installment of how to use this Panasonic. For this video, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I think what I want to do in this video is do some pretty basic stuff. I'm going to actually take pictures in this video, probably just one, to demonstrate some of the most basic ways to use this beast. So of course, to get started, as always, go up to the power switch to the right, a little green light right there by my thumb, that turns this rascal on. And as you can see, my screen's all on here. It's in program mode right now, as indicated by the P up above. I am going to go to what's called auto, which is basically just as easy as it gets. Right there. I think I got some more on my lens now, but oh well. So yeah, now I'm in auto mode, which is indicated right here by the A on the top left. Everything is automatic. Everything is set up to just do everything. I don't have to do anything. All right. Before I do anything, it's important to make sure that your lens is cleaned off. Some might frown upon this, but honestly, who gives a cluck, really? I mean, these lower resolution cameras, you're not gonna really notice much. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna wipe off my lens. I have a microfiber kind of cap from Outdoor Research, which is really nice. I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm telling you what, if you want a basic cap that doesn't slide around your face, this is the one to get. Anyway, all I'm doing is I'm wiping off the lens element on the top. And with the microfiber type fabric, it doesn't scratch the lens, and even regular cotton t-shirts won't scratch the lenses. I mean, really, who has a bunch of sand particles all over their shirts when they do this kind of stuff? If you do it, then I would advise not doing that, but just a regular t-shirt will work. Make sure it's nice and dry. That's beautiful. You do the same thing for my GoPro lens. That's the ticket. All right, next up, finding a composition and putting the hat back on. Where is that thing? There's the front and the back, kinda. All right, logo in the front to show your brand loyalty or whatever. All right, so my camera's still on. I'm gonna find a composition. I'm gonna mosey the camera on over here, and probably just gonna shoot something around in this region right here. Automatic. Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. All right, so lens is focused, correct? To a focal distance or a focal length or whatever. These point and shoots make it pretty easy, more or less. I mean, it's an autofocus on the side of the lens barrel. This is where it should be for most things. There is a manual focus option on this lens ring if you want to get more fancy with it, but if you're doing landscape stuff, it's pretty reliable. So to do autofocus on these cameras, on the shutter button, you half depress, so you press in the shutter halfway, and you'll hear a beep beep. Ready for that again? Ah. Well, it should do it again. There it is. Beep, beep. That means that it's focused on whatever you're gonna focus on. So what you do next is you apply that same principle to whatever composition you want, and you finish pressing the shutter down. Instead of releasing it, you press it halfway down, hear that beep, and then press the rest of the way down once you get that composition you want. So here we go. And again, my composition is just right over here. Pretty straightforward. Lens has water again. All right. Also worth noting, when you have to press the shutter and you find your composition or whatever, when you press that button halfway down, especially in auto, it will set the exposure parameters for you. So exposure parameters would include the light sensitivity or ISO, or some people might say ASA. It also will preset your shutter speed and your aperture along with your white balance. So it automatically takes care of a bunch of exposure parameters. And in a future video, maybe I'll get into how you can kind of set that stuff up yourself. But for the sake of today's video, the lesson is point your camera, put that rascal in auto, which is on the FZ50, the red camera icon with the A in the middle, and have to press the shutter. And then once you find your composition, you just click and you get your picture. So that's it for today. I think that's a good way to do today's video. Nothing too much. I think the shorter videos are going to be a better way to go forward. So yeah, just get out there, of course, with your camera. Doesn't have to be this one, but I highly suggest it if you can get one. Also look for the previous model to this, the Panasonic Lumix FC30, which had fewer megapixels. It omitted a couple of the button options in the back of the by the screen here in the back panel, but more or less it was the same camera, just a year beforehand. Either way, the FC50 or the FC30, you cannot lose. On that note, thanks so much for watching. Of course, I really appreciate your time and watching this silly video of mine, trying to make it look like I know what I'm talking about. And of course, until next time, get outside and get some fresh air. Adios, amigos. Pew, pew, pew.
Curiosity killed my curiosity. You're becoming.
One last thing before I go for real this time. I've been thinking I would love to feature your images on my channel. If you're interested in doing this, please let me know. I'd love to have an image of yours featured on the next video. It could be from the FC50 that I've been featuring, say like an image that you've captured with it when you've been learning with me about the camera, or just whatever other camera that you've been using. I just love to feature your images. Let me know in the comments below, or contact me however it works out, and perhaps one of your images will be on one of my next videos. So long for now, for this time.